And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel, Side Hustle Cinema here, and thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be finally showing you guys everything I picked up from my Ocala weekend, my Spookala haul video. It's going to be in like 4 parts, so if you're bored with something, you can skip ahead. But I'll try to move fast, keep things fast-paced, and because there's a lot of stuff to talk about here. Basically, the 4 segments of the video is going to be, first I'm going to show off what I got at the I-75 flea market. I didn't get too much, but I ended up getting a really cool, kind of one of those Grail pieces that, you don't find out in the wild very often. I got a pretty good deal on it. So I think you're going to want to check that out. I also got a few movies. Next, we're going to be going to the vendors at Spookala, and I'm going to show you what I picked up from them. Again, it's some pretty cool stuff. I got an exclusive that was a Walmart exclusive. Got a pretty good deal on that. So you'll probably want to check that out. And then I'm going to open up a mystery box. I love my mystery boxes. They had this one I bought off one of the vendors at Spookala. Haven't opened it yet. It was a $50 mystery box. Was it worth it? I was told that it's got at least a $50 value. We'll find out together. I'm going to be opening this a little bit later on. We'll see if it's worth it. I don't know. You never know. But I do like the Frankenstein on there. That's pretty cool. Frankenstein's Killer Pizza. I don't know. I love mystery boxes. I'm a sucker. And then finally, I'm going to be talking about my autographs and just share a few stories, from the convention overall. You've seen all the autographs, but I'm just going to go over them again and share a few stories while I do it. So it'll probably be a little bit longer video, but like I said, feel free to skip ahead or duck out whenever you want to. But let's get it started. Let's get it going. Hit that like button. Alright, here we go. First off, I've got some stuff here from the flea market. I got 4 Blu-rays and a DVD. Got them all from the same vendor. I gotta say, this flea market was kind of dead. Supposed to be over like I don't know how many booths there were supposed to be. It was a lot. I mean, it's a giant place, but so many booths were shut down, tarped up. And I went on Saturday morning. You think Saturday morning they'd be kind of busy. Things would be kind of going, but it was kind of a ghost town. But luckily, I was able to find this one booth that had this awesome Grail piece, and they had a few other DVDs. Let's talk about them. I picked up Lawless on Blu-ray. Great movie. None of these, of course, had in my collection except for one. It's an upgrade. White Men Can't Jump. Picked that one up. Wasn't sure if I had this one. But it turns out I just had it on DVD. So this one was an upgrade. I got Stir of Echoes. Great little horror movie. Kevin Bacon. I have not seen this one in a long time. I might be watching this one fairly soon. And the last Blu-ray I picked up was Ernest Goes to Jail. I was pretty happy to pick this one up on Blu-ray. I had just been thinking about Ernest movies very recently. And Ernest Goes to Jail, a little bit underrated. It's probably maybe my second favorite, maybe my third. Ernest Goes to Camp, number 1, Scared Stupid, and Goes to Jail, 2 and 3, who knows the order, but those are my 3 favorite Ernest movies. So, underrated Ernest Goes to Jail. And then finally, I picked up a DVD, and if you've seen like some of my collections and stuff, I collect a lot of different versions of Caddyshack, and I didn't have the DVD, and so when I saw this Really awesome snapper case. I had to get it. This thing is super clean too. I mean, there's like not a mark on it, not a scratch or anything. A lot of these snapper cases, you see them are kind of beat up and stuff. But I love the snapper cases. You know, it comes with the little inside artwork there. And, you know, it's got the screen index. Very cool. You know, snapper cases are one of those things that I could kind of see myself going back and trying to collect a lot more of. I just always liked them. Kind of fun. And now it's time for the Grail piece. And I saw this one in that same booth for sale. He had a $100 price tag on it. Or actually, he had a $150 price tag. He offered me $100. And I had to work on him for a little bit to try to get it down. But I was able to pick up Caesar. You know, of course, this thing is so awesome. Did not come with the box, you know, no box with it. But that's okay. I mean, I'm sort of an out-of-the-box collector anyway. I would have definitely displayed this thing. I'm not going to keep it in a box. So, I love the fact that I was able to get it. Got it for a pretty good deal. I ended up talking them down to $60 for it, which isn't bad at all. I saw on eBay just the bust alone, no movies. I saw one person selling one for $100, and the ones like new in box, oh my god, they were really expensive. It did come with some movies. But I have all these on 4K, so those are the ones that, you know, I'll be using. But it did come with, you know, Rise of the Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray. War of the Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray. And there was a steelbook in there for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Actually a pretty cool looking steelbook. And it's pretty flawless too. There's no dings or dents or anything in there. You know, it's got some discard on there. It's actually a pretty cool steelbook. But like I said, I've got them all in 4K. And then it did come with the booklet and the art cards. All the art cards are in this little pouch. I don't think they've ever been looked at, you know, or really taken out of here until I, you know, took them out just to see what it was. And, you know, got a little booklet here. So that's cool. I mean, that's really what was important anyway, at least to me. You know, I'll probably drop these on eBay or something, get a couple bucks for them. I already got the 4Ks, so this thing is just ready to display. And I absolutely love it. Super happy I was able to get this. And I got it for a pretty good price. So, big win. I guess the flea market ended up not being a bust. And now let me show you what I got from all the vendors at Spookala. I only went to 2. So it's not a ton. But there's definitely some pretty cool stuff here. These are like screen canvas prints. I just liked a lot of these. I thought they were really cool. You know, I collect some Gremlins stuff. I got a bunch of the NECA figures. I got some trading cards. You know, just different things for Gremlins. So, I wanted to pick this up, kind of put it on display with another item that I picked up. I'll show you in a little bit. And, yeah, I mean, look at that. That's pretty cool looking. You know, I like the scared Gizmo at the movies look there. I thought that was really cool. And I also picked up the Jasonator. Little mashup of Terminator and Jason. I actually have another video coming out soon. And you'll see this print again. Because it kind of goes with what I'm going to show you. So, little teaser there. And then I went to one other vendor. Other than that, this guy had so many things. He had great NECA figures, Migos reaction figures, lunch boxes. Just about everything horror. If they made it for horror, he had it there at his booth. The place was big. It was awesome. You saw some footage of it, on the video for the convention, and that's where I also got the mystery box from. Was from that booth. So yeah, let's check it out. First thing I got here was a Chucky Lunch Box. I love this. I mean, I know these lunch boxes aren't vintage, and they may not be worth anything. But I just like the way they look. I like that old vintage look to them, even though they're new. I love the colors of Chucky. I collect a lot of Chucky stuff, so this is just, I don't know, it's just kind of perfect. I definitely wanted it for the collection, just to display. And yeah, so I got myself a Good Guy lunchbox, and I love it. Next I got a comfy pillow. Got a nice little throw pillow here, Monster Squad. Just gonna throw it on the couch there in the movie room. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Monster Squad. I thought it looked cool up there on their shelf. They did sell the pillowcases alone, or you could pay like $5 extra and get the whole pillow. And I was like, heck yeah, give me the whole pillow, And so I thought that was pretty cool. And then let's see, what else did I get? I guess it's time for the big thing. So this next piece is a Walmart exclusive. I've been on the lookout for this piece for a while. I never seen it hit my Walmart. So I don't know how many actually were in stores. All the collectors snatched them up. You can only really find them, in secondary market, eBay, Mercari, places like that. So when I seen it, I had to grab it. How awesome is that? You get a 10-inch Gizmo Funko Pop with the 3D glasses. This thing's awesome. Definitely a nice pickup. I see that there's a stripe available as well. And so now I gotta hunt that thing down. Probably end up getting it on eBay or something. But, I do collect a lot of Gremlins things. It seems to be a collection that kind of keeps growing. I like those NECA figures. They keep making more of them. Hopefully we'll get a new movie sometime. That would be great. But, yeah, I'm going to unbox this at some point. And, going to put it with the rest of my stuff. Well, that's it for the stuff I got from the vendors. I guess now we can take a look at what's in this mystery box. This is, the next big thing here. I did pick this up from one of the vendors. It's that same vendor. It's not that heavy. It's kind of light. I don't fully anticipate this being a great mystery box, I could see it having a lot of tchotchkes and just little things in it, just random stuff. But we'll see. Maybe they'll impress me. Hopefully there's at least a figure in here. Reaction figure would be cool. Those usually go for about $20. So let me. Got a couple tapes to cut through. I'll show you guys first. I'll be looking on camera. Well, nothing's like hidden. I mean, you can kind of see. I'll set it to the side here and we'll go through it. It's a weird smell in that box. Oh, okay. Well, here's the card for the booth. Similar to the one that I have. that they gave me. But it's got their QR codes there for their eBay store and for their website. But it's Forgotten Treasures is the name, and it's www.forgotten.com. And they buy, sell, and trade. So I guess you can bring in some other collectibles that you have that you are looking to unload. Wow, that is really... What is that smell? It's a strong smell. I don't know. Well, this is an air freshener, but I don't think it's... I don't think it's that smell. This is from Trick or Treat Studios. It's a Halloween H2O Michael Myers air freshener. And what does Michael Myers smell like? Vanilla. It's vanilla scent. So he smells like a stripper. I always thought so. Next I got a little Beetlejuice patch here. He's holding his head there. That definitely is Beetlejuice. So that's Beetlejuice the cartoon. That's not like the movie one. That's that cartoon Beetlejuice. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't really, put patches on things. I don't, have like a thing for that. We got a little tiny orange mummy. That would have been awesome if I was in like grade school. I would have loved taking that to school. Got an enamel pin of Slimer. That's actually pretty cool. It's tiny, but at least it is enamel. And for a little pin, it's got a little weight to it. That's cool. I do collect Ghostbusters. This thing's had my eye since I opened the box, trying to sort of figure out what the heck this is. I see it's made from Mego. I'm going to show you guys real quick here. See if we can get it to come in focus. It's made from the Mego company, and it's Dracula in a collectible mini case. It glows in the dark. It's numbered, number 164. World's smallest figures. And I can see, it says collect them all. They have all the other Universal monsters. I can see on here that it's, like this case is encased a little tiny figure with its own card back. Like there's the back of the card. So it's like just like a little tiny carded figure in there. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's so small it's like hard to display. Like no one would really see it, and I feel like I need to keep it in this case. I guess it's a something to talk about, a conversation piece, I guess. Then I got a little baggie here. Looks like stickers. Got another card from the company. And yeah, it's just... Here's a sticker for the Mummy. And then you got Elm Street, Freddy, and a Chucky, Little Child's Play. Let's see if I can hold that perfectly up to my face. It looks like I'm Chucky. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll throw those on my printer. That's pretty much what I do with all the stickers I get. I have like 2 or 3 printers I use for my online stuff, and yeah, they're just pretty much covered in stickers. And finally, I guess this is the big piece. It is a figure, and it's a pretty cool one. It's a Mego figure. So that's pretty awesome. And it's, of course, Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. I think that's pretty cool. 8-inch figure. I'll leave it on the card. I'll probably just put it on the wall, But that's pretty cool. I mean, this is probably like $20. I don't know how much the little figure is. I don't think there's a $50 value in this box. I mean, I'm not seeing it. I don't know how much a Trick or Treat air freshener is. I imagine it might be kind of, they might charge a decent amount for that. I don't know, $7, $8, maybe $10. I really don't know. Trick or Treat Studios can be kind of expensive, so if both those little figures are worth like $20, then I guess you would be at $50, but that's a little bit of a stretch. It would be nice to, be over, or at least every few boxes, like, be over. I have a feeling they're all like about the same. Would I get another one? Maybe. I mean, I just do love mystery boxes, so, if I'm at Spooky Empire next month and I see Frankenstein's Killer Pizza mystery boxes again, yeah, maybe I'll pick one up. I don't know. And finally, I'm going to show you guys all my autographs one more time and share a couple little stories. Well, it was a great weekend. It was especially cool because it was Friday the 13th weekend. Like I said at the beginning of my video, I was at the hotel room watching Friday the 13th Part 6 on TV. Watching Thom Matthews, Tommy Jarvis, and 20 minutes later, I'm right in front of the real actor. I mean, that is pretty cool. It's definitely a great way to spend your Friday the 13th. And it'll be very memorable. I'll take that with me, forever, I think. That's kind of what these conventions are about, it's kind of what these autographs are about. It's just having that one little moment, being surrounded by all these other horror fans. And, because I met so many cool people. I mean, I went to this convention by myself, alone. But I was never lonely. I mean, there was always someone there to talk to. As a matter of fact, I ran into a kid who I met at a convention last year. And, he just like came running up to me, and I was like, at first I thought maybe it was someone who watches the channel. But then I realized who he was, and we were able to catch up. And it was awesome to get to see him again. At that convention, he was alone. This time he had his girlfriend with him, and, I was able to talk with him, for 30 minutes, catch up with him. And it's just that kind of thing, like, even though we're kind of strangers, you have that bond, that connection. That's just really cool, and it's all centered around pretty much the love of horror, and that's kind of awesome. Or the love of movies, really, but in this case, well, it's horror. So, yeah, let's talk about some of these autographs. I wish I would have gotten more autographs on Friday. It was a lot busier on Saturday. Friday was kind of, not dead, but it wasn't as busy by far. And this was the last autograph I grabbed on Saturday, and that was Quinn Lords. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't know anything about Quinn Lord. Still don't, really. I mean, I knew he was in Trick or Treat, but, like, I didn't know his filmography. I didn't know other things he'd done. I mean, he's a young guy, I don't know how young he is. But he's a young guy, and, it was pretty cool to meet him. But by the time I got his autograph, I was pretty well spent. I'd went all day to the flea market, and I was so thirsty, which kind of brings me to one of my, cons of this con, and that was there was a serious lack of being able to get a drink. They had a concession stand that served food, and so you had people who just wanted drinks in line with people who wanted food, and so that line wasn't moving fast at all. And matter of fact, you'd be waiting like 2 or 3 hours if you on Saturday. I mean, that's how long it was. And so if you wanted just a drink, you were either going to have to wait a couple hours. There was a couple vending machines, and they sold out of everything. So there wasn't much to do. I wasn't going to sit in that line. So I ended up just being thirsty, and that kind of sucked. So they had this thing where they were going to have 3 leather faces. Well, 2 of them ended up showing up. Bob Elmore, who was Leatherface in part 2, he ended up canceling. But we still got Mark Burnham, who was Leatherface in the newest, the newest Leatherface, the one that's on Netflix. And we got Andrew Barnarski, who was Leatherface in the in that remake one. And this one, he's an interesting guy. I had heard stories about him going in. I'd heard that he's not that nice of a guy, and he pretty much kind of lived up to that. First of all, he was like the most expensive of the day. He was charging $60 for his autograph, and if you got a selfie with him, he wanted an extra $20. Everyone else, it was included pretty much. I think Thom Matthews charged like $10 for his, but 20 extra dollars for a selfie, and just the vibe that he put out didn't really make you want to have a selfie with him. You felt more like you were annoying him than I don't know. I would be super happy if people were giving me $60 for me to write my name on something. But so that's kind of crazy. I'd be excited, but so yeah, he wasn't the greatest of guys. Matter of fact, when I turned him down for the selfie, he kind of he didn't like pick up my photo and hand it back to me. He actually just kind of did that move. I don't know. He's not the greatest guy. Kind of gave you a bad vibes, really. But let me tell you about a great one. Is Mark Burnham. Now this guy's brand new to conventions, and I guess he's not as over it or burned out or whatever the other guy's problem was. But this guy was a delight. I mean, this guy was awesome. The only problem with him was he was blasting some music at his booth, and his autograph's a little bit sloppy. That's kind of a sloppy autograph, but a super nice guy. I watched him over the weekend. I listened to him while I was at other booths talking to people, and this guy was answering everything. I mean, if you had questions about the movie, some of your favorite scenes and stuff, this guy was answering everything, spending a lot of time with people. I spent a decent amount of time with him. I asked him about, if he thought there would be a sequel, and he said that he would probably be the last to know. So, he just seemed very grateful to have the opportunity. And so if you get a chance to meet him, super cool guy, and definitely worth giving your money to. That guy, he was awesome. I will say a lot of the celebrities, though, were kind of toking it up in the back. They must have been. because there was a lot of weed smell coming from the back area, and that Andrew Barnarski and Quinn Lord, both those guys smelled pretty strongly of of pot. So you kind of got a contact high just from standing in line. Another great autograph and experience was meeting Mikko Hughes. I'm a big fan of Pet Sematary and the work this kid did. I've seen him, he's done other things as a kid. I don't know what he's done since he's gotten older. But, I enjoyed him as a kid actor. He was on Full House. I remember him from that show. The movie he did with Bruce Willis, Mercury Rising, I think it was. I think that's the name of it, where he played a kid with autism. He was great in that movie. I like the way he signed it. Now I Want to Play With You. And then he signed his name, Mikko Hughes, and then Gage. This art print is also super awesome, too. I definitely like this print. Yeah, he was a cool guy. He was nice. His girlfriend was really nice, too. She was good to look at. And she actually took my photo with Thom Matthews as well, because Thom's person stepped away, and so there is Thom Matthews and that autograph I got from him. He had some okay prints. A lot of them were kind of blurry, not really in focus, like the image that he used to make these prints wasn't high enough resolution or something, so they weren't the best prints on his table. But I went with this one. I thought it looked kind of cool. Probably should have just brought one of my posters, 11 by 17 posters, and had him sign that. But or NECA figure possibly. But if I see him again, I might get a figure signed or something. But yeah, he was cool. He talked a lot about his, I guess he's going to be in another one of those fan movies, the Never Hike Alone in the Woods. He said it just got funded, so he's going to be in that. So that's all right. That's cool. And then Michael Berryman was next to him. I was looking for a weird science print and kind of hoping to get one of those, but he didn't have any at the table, so I went with a Hills Have Eyes. I don't mind that, but I really like him and some of the comedies he's done, and Weird Science is one of those that kind of sticks out. I did like this movie, but I don't know. He had his whole family with him. He only lives 10 minutes away. He actually lives in Ocala. And, he was eating dinner. There was another lady who kind of came back. She had gotten something signed, wanted to get a photo. Sort of interrupted my time. I ended up taking the photo for her. And then some people who had given him a ride at some point wanted to stop by and say hello. And, they weren't they saw I was there, but they just butted in anyway, which is kind of weird, kind of awkward. I ended up being at his table for 15 minutes, probably talked to one of his aunts, or I don't know who they were back there, but probably talked to her more than anyone else. I actually had quite a bit of footage from his table. I didn't show too much in the video. But, yeah, a little awkward. But it was cool to get to meet him. And then finally, I got to meet Jason from Part 5. Not Roy, not the actor who played Roy, but the guy who actually donned the mask. Tom Morga. He's a stuntman, stunt coordinator, body double guy, and actor. He's been in a ton of stuff, a lot of Star Trek stuff. He's played, both Jason and Michael Myers, which you'll see that in a second. So I got him to sign this one from part 5. I had him do this on Friday. And then I got the idea to come back and get him to sign my 11 by 17 Halloween 4 poster, which I also plan on getting Danielle Harris to sign that next month. So that'll be cool. In part 4, he actually was fired from that movie. I didn't ask him about that, but I don't know the reason either. But he was actually let go from that movie. But he shot a lot of scenes in there that they used. All the scenes with the bandaged Michael, like at the gas station, where he's, still in the truck, and Loomis is having that shootout, trying to shoot him. That was all Tom Morga. And my favorite kill from part 4, the scene where the girl is bringing the coffee into the cop, and instead of it being the cop, it's actually Michael in the chair with the shotgun, and he impels her to the wall. That's my favorite kill in that movie, and that was Thom Morga who did that kill. He also was Michael Myers in the little convenience store when Jamie was picking out her costume, and she kind of freaks out and crashes, knocks over everything. He was also in that as well. He doubled for Tim Robbins in Shawshank Redemption. He's done a ton of stuff. His list of movies and stuff is huge. So he was a really cool guy to meet, and I didn't mind getting his autograph twice. Well, that's going to do it for the autographs. I actually had, I was thought about getting Felissa Rose's autograph. I have it already, but she's always fun to see. But that's kind of her problem, is she takes a long time at the table. Like, she gives everyone 15-20 minutes, seems like, and so her line never moves, and that's why I passed on her. Ari Lehman was also there. He's another guy that I haven't ever met him. Like, I haven't got to get his a photo with him, but I have his autograph twice, and so I didn't end up seeing him again, and so I passed on him. There was a few wrestlers that were there. I didn't go see them either. Corey Taylor was there. The lead singer of Ice Nine Kills was there. Passed on those guys. James Jude Courtney was there, but I just got his autograph last year. I didn't really see a need to go and get that one. If Halloween Ends had come out and there was a poster for Halloween Ends on the table or something, then maybe I would have had him sign that. But overall, I was very happy with the convention. I thought it was really cool. Thought it was a cool venue. Stay tuned for more convention coverage. Spooky Empire is coming up next. Check out all those people. I mean, you got Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street, Kane Hodder, Clint Howard, the cast from Friday the 13th Part 2 is going to be there. Danielle Harris, Roger L. Jackson. I mean, and more. Monster Squad reunions there too. Adrian King. So many people. Definitely cool to check it out. And until next time, guys, stay safe, have fun, keep watching those movies, and I'll see you on the next one.